Party and the PDP. What the hell? The last time, this guy, Party Tommy, spoke on this, he said they were looking to start something on a fresher, blah, 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 blah. So maybe he lied. Because Atiku is saying, now PDP go determine if the PDP is pretty much asking Peter Obi to bring you the obedient and bring you to PDP so that they will absorb you. Now he's now then giving conditions why he will not contest election. And he is ready to step down for Obi only if PDP zone it to Southeast. And the people of Southeast, PDP Southeast, chooses Obi. You see that condition? So the alliance talk is absolute crap now. But now because then Atif could see the talk. So more will leave on like that. Because which PDP? Is it with the weakest PDP? Or Atifku's PDP? Because I don't know which of the PDP. Now, mentioning with the weak in this regard, he has returned back to Rivers State, and he said he was there, and he promised that he is going to, punish Fubara, and none of you will see it. As part of his tantrum that I kind of love to share here, let's kind of go spend about 15-20 minutes in Rivers State. According to Fubara, from his last statement was with the people of Kalabari. Is it called Kalabari? Yeah, the Kalabari people. Fubara said, with a weekend with his band, commissioning uncompleted projects, on paid balance of those projects, and he's kind of doing something right now where he's completing and paying off he's paying off the balance of some of the projects. So he said some of the construction companies that were a week awarded the road projects to in Rivers State, that were a week did not really pay them the money, and some of them are now asking for their money. Here is one of them, and how much he's asking for from Fubara. And there are so many others who also sent in their, he's owing us this. He didn't pay us. He just told us to hang on. Why were Wike was doing Father Christmas everywhere? Well, Wike was in Rivers State. He returned back to Rivers State yesterday. And returning to Rivers State, they said Wike was like, they are just trying to tarnish my name, my image. I am not called Mr. Project for nothing. That Fubara has no project of his own to show the people in the last 1 year. He's only showing with the weakest projects that he completed. And Wike is claiming that he paid for everything. Fubara said, no, he didn't, with evidence. But let's go to that Rivers State. For those of you who have had Wike with you in the last 48 hours or the last 24 hours, okay? Here is part of that.
You saw, hey, all that came. I know not assembly. Who is that? Who born monkey? Who born monkey? As you look me here, I get hunchback here. As you see me, you know, just I stand like this. I think well, not so. I don't think well. You see, I come with Senator Maguno Sabe, not so. I work with people who get brain, not so. You see, in politics, when people who get brain disagree, they agree. They agree, they disagree, not so, because they get a brain. That's what I wanted to do. When believe say, I pass them, they said they will bring me down. Who born them? Now who will bring me down? Then they anywhere. Then they anywhere. Okay, I don't know what I said. When you are in charge, you are. When you are in charge, you are. So don't worry. See, Igbalabo, we have worked together. We disagreed. I want to tell you, we disagreed. He called me on phone. I said, don't call me again. Ask him. I said, don't call me again. We must fight this fight. And let us know who will win. No, so. So when I win them, he don't call me. I say, I think I tell you this. I think I tell you that. Now two of us can work together. We don't fight. Me and you there together, sis. You want to carry my information, our strategy. Go give my enemies. Now I come build different strategy. Now I come with different what? Strategy. If you know, you know. If you don't know, primo more, nothing. Primo more, nothing. You know the color of Fubara. So look. Look at Melembe. Wire. Everything will calm down. All these people they see they run around. They will come down. So don't worry. So when the Igbalabo came, I said we work. He said, oh, this appointment I gave to Boma. I started giving Boma appointment. Boma worked for his appointment. Boma showed loyalty. Boma showed commitment. And that's why God has placed him there. It's not me. The same thing with Vincent. The same thing with Arnold. Leave people who say some people enabled them. Let me quote their language. It's only God that made me. I don't know what people understand. Do you people understand? Some people say somebody made them. All of us here, the person who made us. My God, maybe so. These are the kind of people you want to compare to come and talk to Ogu people, Ogubolo people. Is that proper? Is that proper? You want to be emitted? You want to be mated? You want to be mated? Shokolokobanko shake. Shokolokobanko shake. So, you don't worry, we are here. Let me also advise you. Forget about the abuse. They abuse us. Don't forget about that. You must be alive for people to abuse you. If you're that person, would that abuse you? If you're not important, would that abuse you? So don't worry yourself. If you like abuse me for money tonight, don't bother yourself. Go ahead and do your work. At the appropriate time, at that time, that day, when the result will be announced, we will know who is there. Now, don't worry yourself. We have defeated them severally. Some of them ran away to Abuja. Now I've gone to Abuja. They've run back here. Are you not seeing the way Abuja?
We're a Wike. People were there. Those who are responding, yeah. Those are the victims of Were Wike's stealing and looting, mismanagement. Oh. But since the leader is around, all they have to do is just send money and bring all of them to that spot. At least everyone will go home, maybe with 1,000 naira. And we are talking about a man who, I don't know if I can say stole or mismanaged over 2 trillion naira of River State money. Unaccounted for is fighting his accountant, the person who knows where they keep the money. He's fighting him, but he strongly believes that Fubara won't tell us where they keep the money. No matter what, they are just entertaining us. But you listen to his victims cheering him on. Those are the victims of a failed country. They are everywhere. Everywhere. Just waiting for whatever the crumbs is going to be dropped for them. They can't stand there and be like, oh, this man stole over 2 trillion naira. He's standing here now. He's telling us that we should not worry next time. Like, which kind of life it is? Like, just to reason them. No, they can't hate about poverty. A lot of people will tell you, about everything is not poverty, Jari. Oh. Baba, poverty, we gone. Oh, understand? Majority of you, they always say, about everything is not poverty. People are just dumb. People are just people are just selfish. Me really explain. A lot of you will kind of say that you are people who will watch Mayegu without checking your data if you don't finish. Now they talk that kind of talk. Poverty, Yahweh, they gonna say. Now poverty go make man, sit down for living room. They go the popo in wife. Because the best way the popo am na chief. Courtesy of him. That is why he is still being called Daddy Junior. That he is currently probably like still able to see his children. There are many people like that. That Nigeria have destroyed that way. Poverty, they go say he's a humble man, humble Oshibo. They are telling you that you are such a very humble man. But humble. But I love my people. You know what we say in Yoruba? If you no get money, another person behavior you dey carry or Benny or humble, because only got really humble per se. You see all those bullshit that you kind of say, see, I'm just an easy person. I'm just an easy person. If not, Baba, I know what to do. Baba, you don't know what to do. Poverty will do to cripple. You know, if you try anything. To the big thing here. So it is the fear of poverty that has created selfish, self-centered criminals that are in charge of Nigeria. They don't want to be poor. Poverty man reduce in your gunny. There are some other little things that poverty can do to you that they are not really pronounced. But now you go just sit and say, for example, you'll be firstborn. Your papa just passed. You are the firstborn. You are the one that's supposed to come and call everybody to discuss how to bury your papa. Or your siblings are, let's continue, Jare. He won't mind. See, don't worry about Mayegun Ko mind. He won't mind that he's not here. Let's go ahead. Whatever we do, he will agree with it. You now come back later and say, I go and miss Siberia, daddy. And others are like, sorry about, no, it's okay, it's okay. I know my brothers can handle things very well. I trust them. Especially Bingpe, because Bingpe is married to Cornell. And Bingpe go buy a casket. And Bingpe could spend like about 90%. And Bingpe said they buy the cloth where Mayegun go wear. So what is Mayegun's idea? Kilometers, And sometimes when they want to make you feel better, they don't want you. They say, you know, he's our brother. Now, all those ones are like material poverty. The other part of poverty, the other side of poverty is, what do you call it? There's one called the lack poverty. The other one is just self-centered greed poverty. The one that want to make you steal money meant for healthcare to go and buy yourself the latest automobile because you can. Take the money that is meant for hospital, school, go and use them to build yourself a country home and begin to share 1,000 naira to those who will never have the school to send their children. Because somehow, you have to also steal enough, steal a lot. so that you can have enough to share and enough to keep for your generation unborn. And a lot of you today, you are working so hard where these lazy, unproductive criminals in charge of your government are wasting the money, but you still share them on. They believe that they are keeping money for their unborn generation. Oh, their unborn generation can never suffer. But you now, you are doing everything as I'm working hard so that my own children and my unborn generation, my next generation, so they wouldn't have to face what I face. Now I've started hearing people, Indomie generation, oh, they don't talk now, say, make the next generation also for themselves. Oh. I cannot also for any coming generation. Talk about baby can also from Ramon. A lot of, back in the day, our own parents, they also, a lot of them built houses in their 20s, in their 30s. They got married, they settled down, built family. Nigeria happened to a lot of them, but they still have something to show, a lot to show. They've got properties. Some of us inherited properties. I inherited the house from my own father. Now, I have land. I haven't built a house. Here you get. So which means if I don't build one quickly, Kofo and then our own siblings, they would have to also for their own I'm not sure I can work for the next generation now. I'm trying, but you see those ones behind us, the Indomie generation. They talk now, say, make the next generation. Martinelli, make the next generation go also for the Nigeria is too hard right now for anybody to survive. Talk less of you working and they're keeping something for next generation. This is what these guys have done. And this is how they have done it. And you stand there, you praise them. But listen to the other parts. My time is gone.
Is he moving? Are you hearing? You're sure you're hearing? So, if you didn't dare, something where you know, something where you know get that. No amount of propaganda can help you. Do you understand me? So, Ogu people have shown loyalty, and I want to thank you. And continue with this. Forget about me. Forget about me. Let it be as part of your life. Let it be as part of your life. A time comes, you say, let me go because of hunger. But stand on what you believe, your principle. You remember in 2014 to 2015, when I came to run for election to be governor, we had nobody. We had nobody, is not correct? We had nobody in government. What do you have? No. Did you have? No, sir. I came here. You say you will stand firm. You work for it, and you work for it. Yes. Did you not win? Yes. Did you not win? What are you afraid of anybody? What can you do? As a governor, I had a problem. I had a federal government that was hostile to us, that was hostile to me. Did you not succeed? Did you not succeed? Did you not win? Some people are looking for excuses. Excuses. If you know you cannot do something, say you cannot do something. At the appropriate time, people will speak on projects in the state. Who will speak? People will tell you who did this, who did this. And not people who come now to come and claim what they didn't do. Or we continue to support your people. Your politicians have done well. Senator John Thompson Sokibo has done well. The mere fact, when we are playing these politics, have you ever seen me on television abuse Senator John Thompson Sokibo? No. Have you ever? No. Has he ever abused me one day? No. Has he ever? Don't worry these buccaneers. I know how to handle them. I know how to handle them. Leave them for me. They have been my children all this world. I will continue to handle them. Leave the work for me. So let's work together. And I pray the spirit of power and money will not change our brother Boba. He has shown loyalty, he has shown leadership. I want to all of you to continue to pray for him, because it is not easy to be in power and then you don't begin to bring excuses of everyday pressure. Did you understand me? When you want to do bad, it's a too much pressure on you. They say you should bring 10 billion, 20 billion, 100 billion. You are not to run away from fulfilling the promises you made to people. To those who sat down, look at all the council chairmen, look at all the assembly members. These are young men whom I talked to, spoke to, said, listen, all this thing for the interest of all of us, do it. And they all did it. Today, somebody says they are nobody. Will you accept that? No. Will you accept that? No. Look at assembly people sat down in their very constituencies. You never brought a dime. I never knew you were so rich. I never knew your father was the managing director of a Shell before. That now you are feeding assembly people, paying their children's school fees. I never knew that. I never knew that. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But, all the people, I will never abandon you. I will not abandon you. Look, there are some chiefs. I want to say to the hearing of all of you, go and tell whoever cares to hear. There are those I want to recognize as traditional rulers. There are people who said, no, I dared it. I dared it. I said I would do it. And I did it. I don't care what anybody will say today. Nobody bothered to recognize traditional rulers. From 1999 down to 2014, nobody in this, no governor. I said so. It was me. It was me that came. I recognized most of them. I see them as this and that. Rubbish. I did what I did because I thought, and I think up to now, is right thing to. I did it. It takes people who have goals, who have the balls to talk. Not those, the foundation has been laid. You now come, I want to make you first class. Who made the person second class? Who made him to class? Before you have to make him first class. Who laid the foundation is what is important. Be grateful to whatever God has given you. Is he moving?
Nuisance, Lele.
So that's with a wiki. I don't know if time is still going to permit us. I still do have a few other clips. So are you still with me? Or are you tired already? No, I still do have a lot. And then I'm thinking as well of taking calls. So you tell me, if you are tired, right, I will stop. But I'll also use this medium before we go to that of Fubara to say thank you to that my loan donor. Yeah, you want to remain anonymous, but I am grateful. So if you're watching this, say thank you to the missus for me as well. Okay, the two of you. Thank you so much. So someone gave me or responded to my support request for, for this studio and many other things that should have yet kind of lagging behind. So I was told that, oh, Mayegun, can you just please take it? Let's wait till the month end. Listen, it's all voluntary, okay? My GoFundMe is back active. There is a PayPal link in this description that you can also use, okay? Usually, right, if I have like, let's say 2,000 of us watching on YouTube, and maybe like, let's say 150 people or 200 people watching on Facebook, right? So when you do the math, it's going to be like, oh, if those who are interested just gives like $1 or £1, that's the spirit of the crowdfunding. And I could easily just kind of like, get so many things done. But again, it is still voluntary, and I do not really have a way of pushing it. But I will appreciate every support. So I am currently working on, let me tell you this so that you understand that if we are just to do what we are doing now all the time, I could do this with, for as long as it takes. Even though having this office, like I told you, it's not just about the equipment, okay? It is mostly about what comes out from here, right? So I have still remained indoor. I need to get some people on board. And in this country, right, people don't do things for free. So that is why if I want to, it's making it difficult for me to actually really save, to put up some of other things needed. So we are planning to start a campus tour. Okay, so I need one or two guys with me, and I'm also going to kind of put them on, like so. And there are a few other things that are needed for outdoor charts. So I could be in your school if you're watching me right now anywhere in the UK. So I could send. I mean, very soon I'm going to be like on your campus and ask you what's your experience has been like, what has been your challenges, where would you want any support, and finally, now that you are in the UK, maybe a year or two or three, right? This was, I mean, before you came to the UK, you had all this dream or this plan. Now you are here. So if you're offered the opportunity again, Nigeria, UK, which would you take after this past 2, 3 years that you've been here? So all these kind of experiences of people who are new